ahead and welcome you to the call. I want to go ahead and let you know that whoever invited you on tonight, go ahead, send them a quick thank you and just say, hey, I'm so grateful for the fact that you thought of me, because here's what I'll tell you. Tonight, you're going to get the opportunity to see something that could potentially change your life forever and really help you to live a more abundant life, which is really what Vital Health is all about. So I have the honor and privilege of actually introducing the information to you, but it also says something about you, because the person who thought of you clearly thought of you and thought you were a great enough person and a great enough fit that they wanted to show you what we're up to. And they see a vision for your life where you can achieve even more abundance. So I'm excited, you guys. Just so you know who I am, my name is Heidi Stallard. I am the Chief Impact Officer here at Vital Health. I have been in the network marketing arena for the last 10 years and in entrepreneurship. And so it is an honor and a privilege for me to get to show this to you tonight, because I know what this industry can do to change your life the way that it did my family 10 years ago. 10 years ago, just to kind of give you a little bit of a backstory, I was at the end of my college education. I was 24 years old. I was working in the nightlife industry in Dallas, Texas. I was working full-time, 40, 50 hours a week, not getting off work till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And the reason I was doing that was so I could put myself through school. So I was actually going to school full-time during the day, an hour away both ways. So it was like I would leave my house early in the morning, drive an hour to school, then I would drive an hour to work, and then I would drive an hour home. And so it was a lot of driving during those years. And I quite literally was driving myself crazy. I was the definition of burning the candle at both ends. And what ended up happening to me was I went to go do, it was like to me, it felt like, I look back on it now, I'm like, it was like a movie, right? You kind of see these little glimpses of your life. And I realized I went on a study abroad, and I realized for the first time, it was like the first time I just got to go and think about where I was at in life and think about where I wanted to be in the next 5 years. And if I continued doing what I was doing, would I be where I wanted to be in the next 5 years? And I want to invite you to ask yourself that question tonight. Like, what does that look like for you? Where are you now? Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? And if you continue to do what you're currently doing, would you be where you want to be in the next 5 years? Or do you need to make some changes? For me, I realized I was like, I'm going to graduate soon with my degree and actually make less money than I'm making bartending. And I was like, red sirens started going off. I'm like, something's not going to work, because if once I get my degree, it was going to take me 10 years to climb the corporate ladder to match the income that I was making, because I was doing pretty well. But here's the reality of things, right? It's not even always about how much money you make. It's about how you're making it, right? So me getting off work at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, working every holiday, every major sporting event, anything like that, it was a huge sacrifice of my time and talent, I felt. In big picture, I wanted a family. That kind of lifestyle was not going to support that. And so here I am, you guys. 24 years ago, I made the decision to get started with network marketing because I wanted a financial opportunity to make a little bit of extra money once I graduated and not have to continue bartending on the weekends. Little did I know I was absolutely going to fall in love with the industry, and it was going to completely change the way I saw everything in my life. It just allowed me to realize what kind of opportunity is out there when you really have a drive to help people. And when you're coming from a place of authenticity and and being genuine, like you genuinely want to help people. And so I'll tell you, one of my favorite statements is service to many leads to greatness. And you're going to see how if you can embody and amplify that statement, you are going to be able to help people here, and you're going to be able to help yourself as well. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to dive right in. I'm going to get you guys out of here in the next 30 minutes. Let's go. All right, guys. So I've already kind of told you Vital Health is really here to help you live a more abundant life. And how we're going to do that is through your health. We're going to show you some amazing products tonight that are going to revolutionize your health and help to optimize the things that your body already does naturally, and help support your body and can reconnect it back to nature, reconnect it back to the wisdom of the planet that has been around for millennia, right? We want to help you with your wealth, right? We want to provide an opportunity and a platform for you to actually go out and create, additional income and then impact, right? I don't believe that we were born on earth to just like work and die. I believe that we were designed for so much more and so much more outside our four walls. Okay. So here we're going to be able to help you. If you're just feeling like I'm searching for that longingness, I'm searching for that purpose, we might have something for you. And I will tell you first and foremost, This company is built on the shoulders of giants. And some of those giants, the first one I'm going to say right here is actually one of our founders, Dr. Antonio Rodriguez. Dr. Tony is what we call him. Really, all of Vital Health wouldn't be here without him. I'm going to tell you just really quickly. By the time he was 16 years old, both of his parents had died by preventable illnesses. And he had made a vow to himself and to his parents that if he ever had the opportunity, he would go out and he would, become a doctor and help families so that they didn't have to face the type of grief that he faced at such a young age. And he did it, guys. He went out, he became a doctor. He actually opened up some very successful clinics down in Hermosillo, Mexico, where people were coming and getting holistic treatments. And Dr. Tony became kind of this, really well-known person who people were flying in all over for medical tourism and being seen in his clinic. And he began developing products to actually help support his patients. So a lot of the products you're going to see tonight are actually inspired from the work that Dr. Tony did to help some of his patients and clients. We have our incredible CEO, Jorge Reyes. He is actually our new CEO. You guys, Jorge comes from many, many years in the network marketing industry, all sorts of different positions, both in and out of the field. And he is just an incredibly he's just an incredible man. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I know some of the people, they call him Big Papa, but just because he cares so deeply. And I don't know about you, but when I'm doing business with somebody, business to me is a very intimate thing. You're choosing to trust someone. And Jorge Reyes is the person that you can trust. And so I love that about him. I love that our company is being led and spearheaded by him. We also have one of our other founders, Mr. Alex Reynoso, who plays a pivotal piece in the company by bringing in his manufacturing and distribution experience. So what you're going to see tonight is our company owns and manufactures all of our own products, which allows us to cut out any middlemen and pass on the savings to consumer and making us very competitive price-wise. It also just allows us to be more innovative. So Alex Reynoso is a strategic founder. And then we also have two of our other founders, Alberto and Gustavo Beretta. Alberto is now our compliance VP. He is absolutely amazing. And then Gustavo Beretta is one of our chairmen, and they are also founders. They come from tons of business background. They come from generational wealth, you guys. So they bring so much to the table to help advise on international business, all the different things. And we have our VP of sales here on the bottom right. We've got our VP of sales is Mr. David Nieves, and our chief product director, Miss Brooke Stokes Nieves. They are incredible, you guys. So my husband and David have actually known each other for about 15, I don't even know, maybe more now, probably like 17 years or something like that. My husband has known him, almost 15 years now. So that's crazy to think about. But David and my husband, Mr. Miles Stallard, he's our national sales director, go way back. And David was actually the one who introduced us into network marketing. And so when we were kind of looking around at different companies, David's like, you got to come take a look. And because of who he and his wife are, we decided to take a look. We actually came on last year. I'm the Chief Impact Officer. I've already kind of told you that. My husband's the National Sales Director, you guys. And the whole reason that we joined Vital Health was because this is a mission-based company that has a very balanced approach, meaning that we have incredible products at a cost-effective price, but we have a very lucrative compensation plan. Just to kind of give you a couple of points on the company, we are a Mexico-based company. This gives us a huge competitive advantage because we are able to hire some of the best quality people at a very cost-effective price again. And I was going to say, can you get Willow? Thank you so much. But in addition to that, it allows us to open our own lab and manufacturing facilities. Huge. Most companies do not do this. This is their number one expense, is outsourcing their manufacturing of products. So this company was not a company that became so big, and then they decided to do something like that to build up profit margins. No, we started from ground zero, building up this company. So you can rest assured that the foundation is solid. In fact, the company has no debt. They went from 6 million to 45 million their first year in Mexico alone before even touching the United States. And then they touched the United States as a Latin American community. And then that's when me and my husband were brought over to actually help build out the English-speaking market for North America. So if you're seeing this in Mexico, the United States, Canada, I want to say congratulations, welcome. Guess what? Not only are you seeing an incredible company with a solid corporate team, but you are seeing this as some of the very first people, not only in your country, but in the world, because North America is a launching pad for the rest of our global expansion, which we have planned in the next coming years. So, you can see that if you are looking at a company and you're wondering who you want to partner with, we have our ducks in a row. So let's keep going, guys. Why should you consume our products, guys? Let's just be real. Why do you need a supplement? Because most people, their lives could be improved with correct information, better lifestyle, and better nutrition. Here, we're able to help with those. And the reality is, guys, is that I'm also a health coach and nutritionist. I'm a former fitness competitor. I competed in 4 shows in 2 different federations. Here's what I'll tell you. Your food just doesn't have what you need, okay? To obtain the same nutrients of an orange from 1980, today you'd have to eat 8 oranges, right? We're spraying herbicides, pesticides, fungicides all over our food, right? The word side comes from the Latin word death, homicide, suicide, genocide. We're spraying death on our food and wondering why we don't have abundant life, right? There's a huge problem happening, especially in North America. With the way that even if you're eating organic, non-GMO, it's not even about, if all of those things. It's like they're putting all the wax on our apples. It's the stuff, it's the water that they're using. It's everything, right? It's just unavoidable. And here's what I'll tell you is that even the way that they mass produce organic foods now, the different growing techniques they have, the foods just don't have the nutrients that they did. You have to be supplementing if you want to optimize. And what is it that makes our products different? Well, one, we use nanotechnology where we break down the ingredients of our products to where they're tiny, tiny molecules and actually are able to be absorbed better by your body. So you're getting the best bang for your buck that way. We also have adaptogens, which adapt their functionality to the needs of your body. The products are going to work how your body needs them to work. That's what adaptogens do. They're genius herbs. And then they're at affordable prices, you guys. We have world-class ingredients at an affordable price for everybody. And that is something that is so, I just think that is just something that really mattered to me because I don't believe health should be a luxury. I feel it should be for everybody. And here we can actually offer that for people. Here's all of our beautiful products. If you're like me, I'm a critic, I'm a skeptic, I can be a little cynical, right? We are registered with the SLUD, the COPRI, we have our GMP certification. We don't test on animals. We're FDA pharmaceutical approved facilities, lab tested, non-GMO. And just for time's sake tonight, just so you know, I'm not going to do a deep dive on all the products. I'm going to skim over the 4 systems that we have, which are detoxify, restore, nourish, and awaken. But before I do, can you just look at how beautiful our packaging is? Like our marketing, our branding is gorgeous. So let's go ahead and move along. Before I do, I just want to say, hey, our products are not meant to cure, treat, prevent, heal, and we are definitely not here to diagnose anything. That is not the realm. But here's what I'll tell you. I believe that when you give the body what the body needs, the body becomes a miracle, if that makes sense, right? Our bodies have innate wisdom built in. We just have, through all sorts of different reasons, we have just really thrown our bodies off. And so the point here is that we want to just give your body support so that it can do what it knows how to do. So the first line that we have is our detox line. Your body does do this naturally. It just doesn't do it as efficiently as it gets older, ages, or has illness, right? But if you are not clearing your detox pathways, it doesn't matter how many amazing things you're doing, you're not going to feel all of you're not going to feel the optimal peak benefits of all the wonderful things you're doing because your body has a bunch of junk in it, right? So we want to reduce, help to support reducing toxic overload. We have our V-Organix, a liver support product. T-Detox is a lymphatic support product. S-Balance is a blood sugar balancing product. If you know anybody that struggles with balancing blood sugar, add them to our Facebook or get added to our Facebook group tonight so that you can see the testimonials of these products. You're going to be mind blown. Vitarin is a urinary tract support and kidney support product. So obviously all of those things, your liver, your lymphatic system, your pancreas, your urinary tract system and kidneys, those are huge filtering systems for your body. So we want to help to support them. And here's what I'll tell you. If you're experiencing things like fatigue and you just feel like you're doing all the right things but not getting the results that you want, or maybe you're just feeling like you have brain fog all the time, guys, I'm telling you, our detox line is for you. That's where we like to start people. Some of the possible benefits help to maintain proper fluid balance. So you can say bye-bye to bloat, support urinary and kidney health, supports digestive function. Again, for detoxification is important. Supporting liver function. Most people do not realize how overloaded their liver is, aids in proper insulin production to help maintain healthy blood sugar levels and help support healthy weight management. Next is our Restore line. We want to help restore your body. V40 Flora is a digestive product. Vital A is great for sleep and relaxation. So if you struggle with anxiousness, V Omega is, guys, brain health. That's what you need to know. If you want to have your wits about you forever, make sure you're taking care of your brain. Vasculax is our cardiovascular health product, our heart health product. V-glutation and glutation plus, which is our new and improved formula, help with energy, our immune support, and also our helps. It's glutathione. Glutathione is considered a master antioxidant, so it basically affects every function in your body and helps to support it. It is a amazing product. I will tell you that. If you don't know what glutathione is, just chat GPT it, okay? Vitadol is a, if you wake up and say, ouch, Vitadol is for you. I'll just tell you that much. V-Control is a appetite support product, helps connect the belly and the brain so you have proper hunger signals. Some of the possible benefits of the ingredients, if you're just feeling like, man, I'm running on all cylinders, I need to restore my body, and you just feel like you can't quite, get to that point where you're feeling regulated and restored, you need this line, right? Supports joint health and promotes comfort in soft tissue, helps cardiovascular health, brain health, gut balance and digestion, encourages sleep and relaxation, sleep support, provides antioxidant support, and helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels. Nourish is our Nourish line, right? So we have our Vital Pro, which is our superfood shake. It has trace minerals as well as 16 grams of protein. We have our Vital Age collagen. It has grass-fed hydrolyzed bovines 1, 2, 3, marine collagen, and resveratrol. If you've ever needed collagen, I will put ours toe-to-toe with anything on the market, both for quality and for price point. Hands down, bar none, the best collagen you will find. Again, I'll put it toe-to-toe. V Energy is our energy support product. So if you like energy products, you need a natural one that's going to give you short-term energy with that little boost, but also fills in those nutritional gaps. Nitro, it helps to fill in, it's a nitric oxide booster, helps defend, repair, and maintain every cell in your body. And V Daily is our newest product, you guys. This product tastes incredible, but it has 73 micronutrients and vitamins to provide your body. So that is a daily staple that you want to get a hold of and help to support you and your family's nutrition. Possible benefits of the ingredients: energy and physical performance, immune function, healthy aging, cell regeneration, right? Mood enhancement, cognitive support, and again, balance weight management. And then lastly, we have our Awaken line. Possible benefits of the ingredient. Here's what I'll tell you. We have 3 different versions of our of our functional coffee. Thermo Cafe is a thermogenic coffee that helps to elevate the body's internal temperature so you can burn fat faster. So that's a great product for a lot of people. Neurocafe is a mushroom, it's a Ganoderma mushroom-based coffee, has different brain boosting capabilities, and Love Cafe is our hormone balancing coffee. You guys, they are all taste amazing. They're glyphosate free, low acid, and mold free, which most people don't know. Coffee out there usually has some type of mold in it, and they're heating it up at a high temperature every day and consuming it. So make sure you check your sourcing, or just go ahead and switch to ours because you're going to love it. And it is amazing. Okay. Possible benefits of the ingredient: boost energy and physical performance, brain function, hormone health, weight management, mood, mental clarity, natural energy throughout the day, and provides antioxidant protection. And then lastly, I want to go ahead and get, just make sure that you're aware. Hey, listen, whoever invited you on, ask them if they have one of these. This is called a quantum bioelectric analyzer. What it does is it sends a quantum frequency throughout your body, tests up to 45 key functions of the body, and gives you personalized insights on what's happening in your body, and actually makes product recommendations for you. Now, the company offers these as tools to as to our affiliates so that people can get a scan and see what their body needs. Here's what I'll tell you. Get back to the person who invited you on. See if they have one available for you to get scanned so that you can see, just get some knowledge on your body, right? This machine is not meant to diagnose anything. I've already said that, but it's really cool to see what's going on and what your body could be best benefited from. And if they don't, I want you to know that we do have a Facebook group that you can get added to that has hundreds of testimonials so that you can see what the products are doing for people. And we also have health advisors standing on the side so that you can get your questions answered. And here's what I'll tell you guys: all of our products have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. But get your questions answered. Check out the Facebook group so that you can see what they're doing for yourself. And I think you're going to come to the same conclusion that we have something here for everybody. And depending on what you're looking for and how you're feeling, we're going to be able to support you. So having said that, I'm going to go ahead and switch gears for just a second. And I want to let you know, just point blank, we're about to switch and we're going to talk about some money. And the reason that I just kind of make that hard switch is, 1, because of time, but 2, because I want you to understand that 10 years ago, one of the very first things that I had to do to really start to grow my abundance mindset was kind of take off my little employee hat, put on my entrepreneur hat, and really realize that when there is value to give people. There is opportunity. Again, it leads back to my kind of mantra of like service to many leads to greatness, right? So if you can help people with something fantastic, which people always want to feel better and they always want to make more money. If you can help them with those things, then you can create an opportunity for yourself here. And as you can see, our products are amazing. And you probably were thinking about people that struggle with weight management, struggle with energy, they drink coffee, they're not feeling their best, they're feeling groggy, maybe they like energy products. You're probably already thinking of people like that. Oh, so-and-so would like this. Then I want to just invite you to open up your mind for a moment and really listen in depth to what I'm about to share with you, because I learned again when I started my work, into my journey of entrepreneurship. I realized, hey, you know what? The most expensive thing you can own is actually a closed mind, because a closed mind equals closed pockets, right? And a mind only works like a parachute. It works if it's open. So you have to look at this and really understand that we have something here that is bigger than anything you've ever seen because of the timing of where we're at. And we have an incredible business model. I'm going to kind of guide you through the 5 things that we do here, but we have online marketing, we have retail marketing, we have influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, and network marketing. So whichever one interests you, here's what I'll tell you. We have something here again for everybody. And it just depends on how you like to see business or how you'd like to generate an income. But the bottom line stands is that the way we generate income has changed, right? The way we make income now is very different than how we made income even just 10, 20, 30 years ago. And times are evolving. And so here we have the most powerful models merged together. And you're seeing it again at the best time, right? We were founded in 2022, did 6 million in the first year, 45 million in the second year. We're now beginning our 3rd year in business and looking to be on track for about 100 million. We actually just built out and opened up a facility that's allowing us to produce $50 million, that will produce products that allows us to go to $50 million a month. And so to see a company with this type of stability this early on, with this opportunity where nobody's heard of it yet, that's the opportunity you have on your side, right? This is what most people look for when they're looking for a company, something that is revolutionary, something that is debt-free, something that has amazing people, amazing culture, amazing community, amazing founders, amazing products, and amazing compensation plan, but nobody knows about it yet. And so congratulations, you're those people. And so you get to hear about it tonight. And so one of the very first ways that we actually make money is through retail marketing. And this is where you're just sharing, copy paste, and sending your link to people, or you can carry the products. And here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I'll say is that when you go out and you create customers, you can create repeat customers here with Vital Health, because once people fall in love with the product, not only are going to fall in love with the way that they feel, but they're also going to fall in love with our loyalty bonus program. Basically, as they fall in love with the way that they feel, they're going to want to keep purchasing the product. Well, here's what's cool. Every month that they repurchase the product, you're going to get they're going to get a package on their doorstep. You're going to get a commission check in your bank account. And so it is a symbiotic relationship between both customer and affiliate. And here's what I'll tell you. That's one way that you create a reoccurring revenue for yourself, is to do the work one time, nurture your customer relationships and have them to keep coming back. And the company has an incentive program put in place already to help them want to repeat their orders. So after only 2 months of reordering, they get to earn 10% back in an account to use on future orders. After 9 months, this means if they place $100 orders, they get a $30 back in an account that they can use the very next month on product to either get discounted product or free product, however much they have accumulated. And so I love this because we have everything set up here to help retailers and customer gatherers really create something significant for their families. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is that we have an influencer bonus program, but you don't have to be an influencer to actually qualify for this. In fact, anybody can qualify for this. We call an influencer here somebody that has done 200 PVM product, which is about 260, 270 USD. And here's what I'll tell you is that once you hit that, which is very doable, that next $200 in products is discounted up to 80% off of the products, meaning that your profit margins are going to skyrocket. rocket. Let me show you an example because I'm a visual person. For example, our S Balance product, which is our blood sugar balancing product, typically at wholesale is $25, but retails for $50. That means you have a 100% profit on a $50 product at $25 in profit USD, right? If you're in Canada, the numbers are a little bit different, but the ratios are the same. So our influencer bonus program, once you actually activate this, that product now drops down to $5, but still sells for the same $50, meaning that your profit margin is now 900%. It's a $45 profit. You are making $45 on a $50 product. And you're probably asking yourself, Heidi, how can they do that? And it's one, because we own our own lab and manufacturing facilities. Two, because we are a company based out of Mexico where we have very low overhead and no debt, right? We own everything. The other way is that this is actually a cycling bonus program. So once you've actually sold that next $200 in product, it starts over again. And we have people in the company that are doing this, and they are doing it 13, 14, 15 times in a month and creating a very significant income for their families. And so I love this because if you have any type of a network, online, offline, whatever it looks like for you, we have a lot of retail storefronts that actually qualify for the influencer bonus. People that have med spas, aesthetic clinics, hair salons, chiropractor offices, health food stores, you name it, Zumba studios, health fitness studios, health coaches, whatever that looks like, you can qualify for that offline or online. And we love this program and love seeing people win with it. And so the next thing is that we actually have our first order bonus. So as you go out and you actually get personal subscribers, you're going to earn 45% off their first order. And so I love this, you guys, because with our health enrollment packages, our bronze, silver, gold, platinum plus packages, you can earn anywhere between $45 to $270. And here's what's cool is that if you are somebody that has ever had any type of experience presenting, if you wanted to present the information and help other people win that you have no affiliation with, you can actually have a presenter bonus. Now, let me give you an example, because some of you're like, this, what, huh? And that's okay. I will just tell you, if you have any experience in network marketing, listen up to this because I've never seen it and it's crazy. Okay, here's what happens. To give you an example, for 9 years, I was with a company and I did thousands of presentations for people all across the country, all across the globe, all across the company, because I believe that when the tide rises, all ships rise, right? But I got no financial gain from that, because a lot of people were not financially tied to me. Here, it's a completely different story. You can do presentations for people, and if they are not on your team, you can actually earn a presenter bonus. So we can talk more about that another time, but one of the ways that you can actually build even more leverage here is through our network marketing model of team building. And here's what I'll tell you. If you've never team built before, that's okay. We have systems in place to teach you how to do it. Okay, so if it seems intimidating or if you're like, meh, I want you to open your mind again, because here with our binary bonus program, you can earn up to 20% of the volume on your smallest leg, meaning that you can earn up to $25,000 per week. And here's what I'll tell you about team building. It is the most rewarding thing, because instead of, earning 1% or 100% off your own efforts, you can earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts. You can't work 24 hours in a day, y'all. So, but you could build a team of 24 people that all work 1 hour a week, and that's an extra day of income for you and your family. And here's what's so cool is that as you're going out and you're helping these people, the company incentivizes people to actually really lead with servant leadership, creating the right culture, right? And so we have a matching bonus program where as you're bringing people in personally, you can earn up to 50% of a matching check of what they make, meaning that if you may not be a huge rock star, but you might know a few rock stars, if you know what I'm saying. So here's what I'll tell you. If you know 5 rock stars and they earn collectively $5,000 in earnings, you can earn 50%, a matching check of 50%, $2,500 a month. So I love this, you guys, because it creates the right culture in the company where everybody's helping everybody and everybody wants to see each other win. And that's what I love about it. You have somebody that has a vested interest in your success, and you have a vested interest in other people's success so that everybody can help each other win. And that's the most beautiful part about this. You're not doing it alone. We also have a very achievable car bonus program for the United States, a $300 car bonus once you hit 3,000 in BV on 2 lines. Our luxury car bonus program actually starts at the rank of gold and is $500. The company just gives you a check. We also have a cash out option and a product option if you'd rather do that. So just want to make you guys aware of that. But next we're going to talk about ranks. So just like a corporate position, just like a corporate job, as you begin to progress, you would have different promotions. My slide's a little funky here. Sorry, guys. But you would have different promotion. You'd have different titles. Here we do the same thing, right? As you hit the rank of bronze, as you have a team that does about 1,000 in volume, guys, only 1,000 in volume is what you need to hit the first rank in our company. And I just want you to think about that as a sales, right? You get a team of 3 people, you guys do 1,000 in volume, break those numbers down, right? You're like, okay, achievable. Bronze, not only would you get a $100 loyalty bonus for this, but you would make on average about 220 USD per month at the rank of bronze, which is crazy. And I'll tell you, some of y'all might be, some of you as an entrepreneur, if you put on your entrepreneur hat, like I said earlier, you're like, dang, that's awesome, right? You're like doing the numbers on that, like, wow. If you are like, that's not really worth my time, here's what I'll tell you. It's not hard money, it's smart money. It's not what you make, it's how you make it, right? The reality is if we saw $200 bills blowing in the wind, you'd probably be in a foot race with me to get it. And so if you could add an additional stream of $220 a month to your bottom line, working around what you're doing, would it be worth it to you? And the answer for about 99% of people is yes. If you didn't have to change a lot of what you're doing and could earn an additional, couple $100, why wouldn't you, right? The next rank is silver, and all you're doing is helping people go bronze. So it's a very simple compensation plan. We, build 2 lines. It's a binary. So, you're just helping 2 lines of business. You're just helping those people grow, right? You're going to hit the rank of silver now, making $370 a month for only $2,500 in volume, and you're going to get a $200 loyalty bonus program. Sapphire is 5,000 in volume, but you're getting $700 a month on average, plus a $250 loyalty bonus program. And Sapphire is so powerful because think about what that does. For most people in North America, that's a very significant change in income. Think about that. If you were to make an extra $700 over the next 12 months, Canadian's a little different, but you get the ratios are the same, right? Because just the exchange rate, right? If you could make an extra $8,400 in the next year by going Sapphire, think about what you would have to do that at your current job in order to make that type of a raise, right? You could not walk into an office and look your supervisor in the face and ask for that type of a raise, right? They would ask you to work a whole lot more hours. They would ask you to go back to school, ask you, you might have to change industries. That just might not even be in the realm of possibilities for most people, right? Gold is our next rank in the compensation plan. Only 10,000 in volume gets you to the rank of gold. You are making $1,500 a month at the rank of gold. And this is also where you're qualifying for our $500 luxury car bonus program. So you are taking care of, this is making a dent in most people in North America, their largest 2 expenses are their mortgage or rent and their car payment. Here at the rank of gold, you are changing your life. I'm telling you, this is life-changing money for most families, but you're still doing it around what you're currently doing. So think about that. This is where we really start to look at abundance, you guys. Platinum is $2,400 a month. You also get an iPad or a $500 car or a $500 bonus for that. Emerald, it's $4,000 a month. Diamond, $7,500 a month on average, you guys. And these are still part-time positions. Double diamond, 16,000. Triple diamond, 38,000. Here's what I will tell you guys. The income gets crazier from there, right? Whether you want to make it a few extra $100, an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, you can do that here, getting customers, building a small team, or you want career life-changing income. We have something here for you. And I just want you to know, I would just tell people, like, just like we have the health caveat, it's like, our products aren't meant to cure, treat, prevent, heal, mitigate anything. And nothing is guaranteed. Everything is based off hard work. But here's what I'll tell you. Most of us are going to work 40 years anyways. So why not do something that could allow you to build financial flexibility so that you can utilize your time and live a more abundant life with your family? Because the reality is we can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. Okay. As I became a mom, as I, got married, became a mom, I realized that even more, right? The older I've gotten, the more powerful I have realized the power of this industry and the power of creating leverage income so that you can have financial flexibility to live your life on your own terms, working when you want, with whoever you want, however you want. That's the freedom here. That's really what the income matters. And I want you to know that no income, no dollar is made here without impacting people's life. And that gives you a sense of fulfillment like no other. And as you're going out and you're actually, building into these goals and helping people, you can earn exciting incentive trips. And in fact, we're actually getting ready to go to Puerto Vallarta. So if you'd like to go to Mexico, you can do that here. And that's an opportunity for you. But I also want you to know that as you grow with us, we're going to grow with you, right? We have different systems. We have different training calls to help support you. We have different community groups on Facebook and WhatsApp to support you. So I want you to know that if you're wondering if you can do it, the answer is yes, because you're not going to do it alone. You're in business for yourself, but you are never by yourself. And we're here to help support, guide, and lead you every step of the way through our training calls, through our community groups, through our system, and through incredible events that we have coming up. So make sure that you plug in and we will help you every step of the way. Now, how you're actually going to get started is you're going to pick one of our starter packages. Sorry, my slide, I didn't realize it was messed up on here too, but that's okay because the point stays the same. Here's what I'll tell you. Our bronze pack is $200. It is a fantastic value for the product that's there. I will tell you, if you're just wondering if you should get some of the products and become an affiliate, the answer is like, do it, right? You have nothing to lose. $200 are going to get you all the product you see there. And you're going to unlock an opportunity for you and your family, but for only a little bit more. Silver, $300, you're going to get all the products that you see there. Here's what's cool about silver. If you were to turn around and actually resell these products, you'd earn 110% of profit here. With a binary, you would get locked in at the binary at 12% right out the gate. So you're setting yourself up for success. Gold is actually our second most popular option. I'm going to show you our most popular option here in just a moment. Gold is $600. You're going to get one of everything you see here, plus multiples of several of these products. So the product value for this package is even more insane. So I always just tell people, bulk's a better bang for your buck, right? If you're to turn around and sell the products, you're going to make even more product because the products are so much more discounted at this rate, and you're going to get locked in at 13%. However, this is our most popular package. Our Platinum Plus pack includes everything that you see here. So it has our most new products, it has our collagen, it has all the good things. If you were to turn around, these products are so heavily discounted and you were to resell them, you'd earn 130% profit, and you would get grandfathered in at 15% on the binary. And in addition to that, you're also going to get more volume for this package. So more volume, it basically, right, the way you hit ranks here is by accumulating volume. The more volume you have from the get-go, the better foundation you're going to have to start from. But here's what I'll tell you guys. At the end of this, we just want to know where you stand. Do you want to be a customer or do you want to be an affiliate? Get back to the person who invited you on. Let them know if you want to be a customer. We do have a 30-day money-back guarantee on all our products. So again, you have nothing to lose. You might as well get started. And in 30 days, you're just going to feel better. Okay. If you want to be an affiliate, you might have some questions. I want you to know, just like we have health coaches standing aside, health advisors standing aside to help make recommendations for products and listen to your personal story to help make recommendations for you. We also have business advisors. So if you have questions, we want to make sure that you get all of those answered. We don't want you to walk away, without all the information, because the worst thing that you want to do, please take this as a piece of wisdom. The worst thing you want to do is say no to something that you think you know everything about. Okay, so get those questions answered, because this is something that could potentially change your life. And here's what I'll know. It's a get in I want you to know, it's a get in where you fit an opportunity. You get in where you fit in. Right? Whether it's 200, 300, 600, 1200, we just want you to get started. And the worst thing you can do is wait. So I would say get started as soon as you can, especially where we're at timing wise. You want to make sure that you're capitalizing on the momentum that we have here at Vital Health. And at the end of the day, we also don't want you to wait, right? I've never had anybody start with a bigger package and say they wanted a smaller one. It's always the other way around. They started with smaller and wish they did a bigger one. At the end of the day, you want timing on your side, right? Just like in real estate, it's location, location, location. In business, is timing, timing, timing. So make sure that you get your questions answered, whether it's about the products or about the compensation plan, and get back to the person who invited you on. And at the end of the day, you guys, here's what I'll tell you. A little bit of wisdom again is just that at the end of the day, when you've lived your life and you're laying on your deathbed, hopefully you go and you've got some time and some clarity and some peace about it. But when you ask elderly people or chronically ill people, what are some of their biggest regrets in life? They never say it was the things they did. It was always the things they didn't do that they regret. And so I just want to encourage you, when you're living your life, to live from that viewpoint. What are the things that you want to do? And are you out chasing them? And here we can help you do so. So thank you guys for being on tonight. I look forward to helping you live a more abundant life and cannot wait to meet every single one of you in the team and in the Facebook group. So thank you guys. God bless. My name is Heidi Stallard. I'm the Chief Impact Officer here, and I love every single one of you guys.